Hello, welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. We're going to continue on with the side questing to a point, because I kind of have decided on my specialization. I tried tanking with Champion. It's very, very slow. It's the perfect tank though. I mean, if you want to actively tank as a champion, stick the hardest hitting characters you've got in your party in there and just watch everything die, because the guard that you generate as a champion is just insane. So yeah, this is why a lot of people run with Blackwall, is because he's just the perfect tank. But I kind of want to actually be the tank in my party and use the other characters as the individual damage dealers rather than being that myself at the minute. I'll explain that shortly. Then you got Breaker, who's the Reaver. Fantastic DPS ability is the Reaver, but as a tank, it kind of suffers from the same problems that the Red Lantern tank does in DCUO, in that it's basically your health that's going to be deteriorating as fast as possible, and the more health you lose, the more damage you do. Even as a tank, you're still going to hit pretty damn hard. So yeah, it just depends on which direction you want to take, and it kind of didn't work out for me as well. So as a marriage of the two, a guard generating tank that has great disabling effects, Templar just seems to fit me perfectly, so we're going to become the Templar.
You constructed your filter?
I have.
Then you've started. Remember, keep dear what you need.
I am ready, sir.
There is a ritual. There is pain. After that, the rest is learning to take the punch. Welcome, Templar.
Seriously? Ah, you gotta love the bikers around where I live. Right, so, first things first. Respec. So, no powers. Like it. Now, what I was saying before, with the way things are, I'm going to run with a slightly modified party, more status effects and whatnot than straight out DPS. But what they do is synergizing with what I can do as well. So I'll explain that in a little bit more detail in a second. But yeah, what if this kind of does work out well? The most synergizing character that I've found that works well with a Templar is Solus. His abilities are just ridiculously great to run with a Templar. He can smash people to the ground, which is kind of, I wouldn't say stunning, but it is controlling. He can readily pull people towards a central point, which is fine actually. More often, so cooldown reduction of 8 seconds, which takes it to 22. It's actually not too bad. And you've also got Stone Fist. Encircle and Veil, pull stray magic around to weaken enemies, so it creates a weakening effect, which enables you to use Dorian's abilities a little bit more easily, as Dorian weakens and terrifies everyone. And Panic actually is a kind of weakened ability in this game as well, so it just works all the better. Walking Bomb is not a power that I prefer to use, but it's still alright. Actually, I need to change that. So there. Put that there. There. Actually, put that there. Go back to moi. We have Spell Purge, which if you have incapacitated, panic, stunned, electrocuted, frozen, on their backs, enemies in front of you, that's going to detonate them. The central and last ability that you've got stuns enemies. So it's pretty much a no-brainer, really. So that one, this one is fantastic. When you take the spell Shatter, if you have any people that have a mage with them and they have a beneficial barrier, it's going to hit hard. Lights in the Shadow, reduce once you activate Lights in the Shadow or through Blessed Blades, and then you start hacking and slashing, the cooldown times for Spell Purge and the Wrath of Heaven are just going to drop. So it's all good. So Champions of the Just is a 10% damage buff against everyone. Inspires the entire party to fight harder against demons. Oh, so it's just demons. Parties this is the one. Weaken chance. Your party's attacks have a chance to weaken their target, so weaken duration of 6 seconds. I'll explain the weakening in a little while with Solus. There is no darkness. Your faith is your protection against the elements, and not just for you alone. The entire party gains increased resistance to fire, ice, electric, and spirit. That with that. Perfect. Last Sacrifice. Everyone gets a health buff. So if I go down, everyone's going to get full health and damage bonus of 50%. So it's just fantastic. Wrath of Heaven. Summon a blinding pillar of light that stuns nearby enemies and damages demons. And Embrace the Light does even more damage to demons and leaves enemies stunned even longer. So it's going to do bonus 300% damage to demons, so it's going to do 700% damage to demons while continuing to do 400% damage to everyone else, and you get an extra stun duration bonus of 2 seconds, taking that up to 4. So it's just perfect. And then you've got Rally, but I'm not going to go for that just yet. Rally is a 30% guard generation and stamina mana regeneration per second, and 30% more damage resistance. So your party's guard, stamina, and magic build over time, and all party members gain damage resistance against incoming attacks. Right, weapon and shield. You can go 2 ways. I kind of want to stick with shield wall. It's very useful, but payback strike is slightly more useful, so we're going to go with payback strike. If you've recently taken damage, you hit that much harder and stagger your foes. Stagger is a status effect. Stagger plus that equals dead things. It's all about stacking up the multiples. Grappling chain pulls everything towards you. I'm not going for a single target taunt. I want a massive AoE taunt. So Warcry. That's Charging Bull. Gore and Trample is a must. And you get a bonus to your maximum guard. I am going to go for that one. I don't exactly know when, so let's just check. You're hurting, gaining stamina when you lose health. As a tank, that's kind of what you're going to be doing anyway. Turn the bolt. But I do want to go for this one because incapacitated foes. Again, weapon and shield seems to work perfectly for being a Templar, because if you've got a detonated Wrath of Heaven, which you crack out this, which is a damage to an enemy's guard. If you see someone that's just put up guard, whack out your shield bash and they're going to go down. Also, if you can spot what you're going to be dealing with, it's probably a wise idea to maybe slightly alter your loadout on the fly whenever you get the chance. So, yeah, we're going to go for Payback Strike. Now, leave this for a little bit, but that's going to be one to go for. Warrior's Resolve, Shield Bash, and Ring the Bell. So, many more foes think a shield is just for defense. You correct that mistake with Brutal Slam that does bonus damage to an enemy's guard. So 300% weapon damage, 800% damage versus guard, and you lunge forward, and then you get an extra 400%. So you're going to do 1200% damage to guard just through that, which is just fantastic. So let's go for that, so we can actually get down to Shield Bash, because that's pretty much going to be the one that I'm going to go for at some point. So, apply. Now it's all about figuring out where things go, so there. That one go. Goes there, that one goes there perfectly. And that one goes there. Okay, explaining everything. Right, so... Ooh. Yeah, there we go. Right, so this tray here is all about close range combat. So once people are in range, that's what I'm going to be doing to them. When they're outside of range, I've got Charging Bull, so as I can get close to them, and I've got Grappling Chain if I need to. That is one that I'm also going to look at taking the upgrade for, so I need 1, 2, 3 as well. 3... 4, 9, 10, 11. I need 11 skill points, and I'm already on level 11, and I know there's only 20, so yeah, that's going to be an issue. Or is it? Anyway, let's go out to the hinterlands, because I want to get some stuff done. So, right, let's have a look at the new party. We've got... Yeah, come on, do this. So we've got Crazy Cakes, Dorian, and Solus. Right, so kind of explaining the party choice, which I will do over here. So let's pick up this. Oh, no wonder I couldn't do anything with Dwarf. I hadn't even started the quest. Aha! Right, so the reason that I've gone for the direction that I have gone is shown over here. If I pull those, and do that and that, yeah, that worked out nicely. Okay, so let's just explain this a little bit. We've got Solus, who can pull anything. Yeah, right, so kind of guy you want to take out with you when you go out and try and pick people up. So, right, you've got the ability to yank everything into one central area. Now, if I'm here, I can then crack out Blessed Blades, which just encourages everyone just to damage things. I've got Spell Purge, but only cast Spell Purge after Wrath of Heaven, so wow. That worked. Yeah, that worked nicely. So, Wrath of Heaven plus Spell Purge, while you've got the other power, Blessed Blades, functioning all the time in the background. So, what I'd probably suggest is running with Gore and Trample, crack Blessed Blades, Warcry, whack 'em, do that, and keep on smashing while you've still got the ability to use Blessed Blades and keep that just rocking all the time. And that for me is perfect. And then you've got Dorian, who's got the ability just to panic everything, turn people into marked spirits. His ability to Veil Strike and just pull people down into the ground, into one central area. Oh, and Crazy Cakes with super fast abilities. Just means things are going to die. I hope that that's a decent-ish squad, and they seem to be sort of synergizing with each other. And like I said, if things go well with this grouping, what I might do is actually recreate. I didn't say this earlier. What I'm thinking of doing, if this actually does work out and be a relatively decent squad, I might create a character which looks identical to this and run as a Rift Mage. Let Cassandra be the tank, Templar tank, and just see how things develop up. I'm going to check and see that by doing the other side quests that are available around here. I might actually do this without the Mycon, or just do a little bit more hinterland side questing. It might be pretty much the last time that I do anything here, because there's quite a bit that I still need to do. Estuariums and whatnot, Oculara that I need to get. I also need to clear out the rest of the map, so might be something that I do off camera, I don't know. But if it does turn out to be a relatively decent squad, that might be something that I do. It might also be that if I do that, then as I work through leveling up, will show you the missing 2 quests that I did not do in the hinterlands before you settle the Mage and Templar Rebellion by doing Champions of the Just or in Hushed Whispers, which will kill off the quest in here. Completed quests, the hinterlands, apostates in Witchwood, and Templars in the west. So, yeah. You get some decent weapons from doing that as well, so it is worth trying out and see what you can get. So, I might actually do that at some point, but I've not quite made it. But I do like the way the Rift Mage looks in this game. It's a lot better than it used to look in Dragon Age 2, that's for damn sure. So, yeah. Okay. That's pretty much going to be it for this. Next time out, I will be explorating this place a little bit, seeing what we can do. I think it's safe to say that I'm going to get rid of the 2 saves that led up to... Really? We've got the American month and day format in this. And save there. And just in case, I'm gonna recreate my another mage, or create a mage, and get them leveling up. Which, to be honest, really shouldn't take too long now. Now that I pretty much know that what I'm doing, get through the first couple of quests and whatnot, and see what we can do. More than likely do in Hushed Whispers, so the story is basically the same. That way, that if I have to flick over to it or want to flick over to it, he's ready to go. Okay, so I'll catch you later, and might be on my mage, I don't know. So, see you in a bit.